So I just learned about Kyverno, this Kubernetes native policy engine. It's all about policy as code. Pretty cool, right?
Wait, a policy engine for Kubernetes. That's unexpected. How exactly does it work for platform engineering teams?
Well, it enables security, compliance, and automation. It can validate, mutate, and generate resources. Think of it like a safety net for your workloads.
That sounds powerful. So it uses Kubernetes admission controls. How does that manage actual workloads?
Exactly, it checks resources when they're created or updated. It's like having a bouncer at a club, ensuring everyone meets the right criteria.
Nice analogy, but isn't there a risk of over-automation? What if it accidentally blocks valid workloads?
That's valid. There's always a balance to strike. It requires precise policies, or you could inadvertently create bottlenecks.
Right, but it can also enforce compliance standards, which must be complex to manage. What's involved there?
Kyverno can enforce pod security standards and validate container images, among other things. It's like keeping your digital house secure.
Okay, but how do developers work within those restrictions? Do they find it limiting?
Actually, developers benefit from guardrails. For instance, requiring readiness probes ensures apps are healthy before traffic hits them.
That sounds like a win-win. But what about cost optimization? Can it really help manage resources effectively?
Definitely, it can enforce resource quotas and clean up unused resources, which helps keep costs down. That's huge for teams.
But what if those quotas are set too restrictively? That could hinder growth, right?
Good point. If not calibrated correctly, it could limit app performance. It's a fine balance for sure.
You mentioned it works with tools like Kubectl and Git. Does that mean it's easy to integrate?
Exactly, it's designed for compatibility, making it more accessible for teams already using those tools. Seamless integration.
I see the appeal now. It must save a ton of time for developers. Still, what are the trade-offs?
Well, there's a learning curve. Teams need to understand how to write the policies effectively, which can take some time.
That makes sense. But what happens if a policy is misconfigured? Is there a way to debug that?
Good question. Kyverno has audit features to spot issues, but debugging can still be challenging if policies get complex.
I can imagine. So it's important to have documentation and community support to guide users.
Absolutely, they have a policy library and community channels which really help. It's all about collaboration.
I love that aspect. It promotes sharing best practices. Does it have any built-in safety checks?
Yes, it can verify container image signatures for supply chain security, which is a huge deal in today's environment.
Whoa, that's crucial. I didn't realize policies could extend to such unique areas. What about future developments?
There's a lot of room to grow. More integrations and features are on the horizon, especially as Kubernetes evolves.
Sounds exciting, but will it keep up with the pace of change in tech? Or does that create a risk of falling behind?
That's a fair concern. Continuous input from the community and staying current with trends is essential.
So it's a living project, really. I appreciate the transparent evolution. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, just that it's fascinating how tools like this are shaping the future of cloud-native environments.
Totally. I'm curious to see how Kyverno will impact security and efficiency in the long run.
And it raises questions about how automation can balance flexibility and control, right?
Exactly. It's an ongoing conversation in tech. I can't wait to see what emerges next.
Same here, it's all about navigating these new tools thoughtfully and innovatively.
Well put. I love diving into these topics. Thanks for sharing all this cool info.
Of course, let's keep the exploration going. There's always something new to discover in tech.